On behalf of the Cleveland Orchestra, welcome to the Jack, Joseph, and Morton Mandel Concert Hall at Severance Music Center. In consideration of all guests and musicians, please turn off your electronic devices and refrain from use during the performance. Thank you and enjoy the concert.
Welcome, everyone, to the second night of the final concerto round, the last event of the Cleveland International Piano Competition. I'm Jeroen Kohlberg, president of Piano Cleveland, the host organization for the competition, which I co-lead with our executive director, Marissa Moore. We're so happy to have you here in the beautiful Mandel Concert Hall as we celebrate our 50th anniversary and hear the future leaders of the piano world played with the world-renowned Cleveland Orchestra, conducted by Maestra Ruth Reinhardt. Tonight, you'll hear performances from the remaining two finalists, Giuseppe Guarrera and Zijian Wei. The past 2 weeks have been filled with amazing music from artists from all over the world. We kicked off our 50th anniversary with a sold-out grand piano playoff at Hannah Theater, featuring all 16 of our quarterfinalists. Over the following 3 days, the quarterfinalists played solo works before 8 semifinalists were announced. Then, across 4 days in the beautiful Rheinberger Chamber Music Hall, the semifinalists played solo as part of it, as well as trio. From those 8 incredible performances, 4 performances were selected as finalists, including the 2 you'll hear tonight. Our performers aren't the only ones who are viewing tonight as a victory. Our organization, Piano Cleveland, is celebrating 50 years of bringing amazing piano music to Cleveland. Debbie Neal, a longtime board member and supporter of the competition, generously underwrote the publication cost of our 50th anniversary commemorative book, Keys to Victory, on sale in the lobby during intermission. Thank you, Debbie, for ensuring the competition story's history became a keepsake for everyone. Our entire board is filled with champions and advocates who lend us their time, expertise, and wisdom to further the mission of the organization. Each of them, in their own way, lets everyone know the center of the classical music world is here in Cleveland. And if there is a building that is the capital for Cleveland's classical music, it's certainly Severance Music Center. Thank you to the stellar staff here. The work they do behind the scenes is what makes like ours shine. The partnerships we've developed with organizations around the world have allowed us to offer career-making opportunities for CIPC artists, including over 50 concert commitments in 20 countries, beginning with a debut recital in Carnegie Hall and a concert at Tonhalle Zurich in Switzerland. Although these artists will become world famous, they will have a permanent connection to Cleveland. Our partnerships with Ohio institutions and universities provide them with residencies that will continue to cultivate Cleveland's classical music scene. I'd also like to thank our donors, especially our Future is Grand donors and the prize donors. Thank you to the generosity of our donors. Thanks to that, Cleveland International Piano Competition is ranked amongst the top competitions in the world and is able to offer a robust slate of special prizes. More on that topic in a minute. And no competition would be able to be called a competition without its jury. Our esteemed jury has quite the task ahead of them this evening, as they will be deciding who wins the $75,000 mix and first prize, as well as the second, third, and fourth prizes. The jury will also be awarding several special prizes. In total, tonight we will be awarding over $150,000 to these pianists. We thought it would only be fair to lighten the jury's load just a little bit, which is why we also have an audience prize. Voting for the audience prize is easy. Following the last performance this evening, simply scan the QR code on the back of tonight's program using your smartphone. You will be guided through a series of questions. Casting your vote only takes a few minutes, and the winner of the audience prize will take home an additional $2,000. You'll only have a few minutes after the conclusion of the program tonight, so please be ready to cast your vote right away. Our award ceremony will take place immediately after the final performance of the evening. If you want to know who wins the mix and first prize, who wins the audience prize, or any of the other special prizes listed on our program, please remain in your seat following the conclusion of the musical programming this evening. I also want to welcome our viewers from all over the world. We are pleased to have the biggest names in the classical music streaming our event: Amadeus TV, Medici TV, the Violin Channel, and our special prize sponsor, Henle Verlag. Recordings of the competition performances can also be found on Piano Cleveland's YouTube channel. And finally, I want to thank you, our audience. As a pianist myself, I can say that there is no better feeling than playing for a room of people. Thank you for being patrons of the arts here in Cleveland. Thank you for supporting the arts, especially classical music. And thank you so much for being here tonight. And now, I would like to introduce the first performer for today evening, and this is Giuseppe Guarrera. Welcome back, everybody. We remind everybody that you're very welcome to stay here after the performance to attend the award ceremony. This event is also, because it's recorded and broadcast all over the world, in case you have hearing aids that may be beeping, kindly double check that it does not make any noise. Thank you very, very much. And now I would like to welcome the next performer for tonight, and this is Zijian Wei.
Hello, everyone. Hello. Hello. Welcome to the awards ceremony of the 2024 Cleveland International Piano Competition. I'm Marissa Moore, Executive Director and co-leader of Piano Cleveland. So the first thing I'll let you all know is that I do have my phone here as the jury is deliberating at this very moment. So if you see me checking my phone, I'm not checking Instagram, I promise. It's to make sure I know when the jury is coming down to make the big announcement, which does mean I will be doing my announcements as slowly as possible. After 2 weeks of competition events, months of careful deliberation by our juries, and lifetimes of preparations from our finalists, it has all come down to this. It is my pleasure to kick off our award ceremony by honoring our generous donors who made our prizes possible and sharing the awardees of our special prizes. Hopefully, if I tap dance long enough, the jury will finish their deliberations right in time to take over once all the special prizes have been announced. First, I'd like to remind everyone to please vote for your audience prize favorite if you have not already. It is on the back of your program. There's a little QR code there. And in about 5 minutes, we will be closing voting completely. So please feel free, if you're having any trouble, join. There's a Severance guest Wi-Fi, so that might help if you're having trouble connecting. Our first set of prizes are awarded to our quarterfinalists who did not advance to the semifinal round. We are so grateful to the following individuals who helped support $1,000 prizes for each of our 8 quarterfinalists: Lloyd Max Bunker and Tony Bianchi, Iris and Tom Harvey, Debbie Neal, Samir Nikosevic, Ken and Pat Nilshestun, Dr. Jordan and Jeannie Tobin, an anonymous gift made in honor of public school music teachers. Yeah, applause for that. And a gift made in honor of Teresa Good from her sorority sisters. And some of you may know we are honoring Ted and Teresa at our Bravo Piano Gala tomorrow. And I'd like to share a few words from Teresa's sorority sisters. As we honor someone who made it to the quarterfinals, we are reminded of the amazing commitment it takes to achieve this honor. Teresa Good, a longtime Piano Cleveland board member and former president of Piano Cleveland, embodies many of the characteristics it takes to be a winner. Her dedication to meeting every deadline, her love for all things piano, her determination to go beyond what is asked of her, her reliability in every situation are qualities that her college friends have come to know embody the very essence of Teresa. She is the glue that has kept our college group strong for over 50 years. As this award is presented in honor of our dear friend Teresa, we recognize the dedication and determination it takes for each CIPC quarterfinalist to achieve this recognition. So, surprise, Teresa. I would also like to thank Flo Goodman and Diana Wendy, who generously contributed to ensure that each semifinalist who did not advance receives a $2,000 prize. So thank you so much, Flo and Diana. I think you guys are up there. And now for our special prizes. I'll be announcing the winners from the stage, and the finalists, if your name is announced, I'd like you to stand from there and wave, unless you are directly invited to come to the stage. Sound good? Awesome. So first, the winner of the Playoff Audience Prize, which some of you may know if you attended our opening ceremony, was voted for the piano duo that was the audience favorite during our grand piano playoff opening ceremony on July 28th. This prize was generously presented by Cleveland Cliffs. Thank you so much. And this award was given to finalist Maxime Lando and semifinalist Zhu Wang for their performance of Dancing Queen. The Baroque Prize, so sorry, that was very squeaky. The Baroque Prize is presented to the contestant with the best performance of a Baroque composition. It's endowed by Art of Beauty and Michael and Zoya Reyes. Thank you so much, Michael and Zoya, if you're here tonight. And the Baroque Prize goes to Everin Ozell. Congratulations. The Beethoven Prize goes to the best performance of a work by Beethoven, endowed by Barbara Evanchik in memory of Martin Evanchik. And the Beethoven Prize goes to finalist Giuseppe Guarrera. The Cairns Family American Prize goes to the contestant with the best performance of an American work composed after 1944, endowed by the Cairns Family Foundation. This prize is awarded to one of our semifinalists, Jonathan Mamora. The Chopin Prize is awarded for the best performance of a Chopin composition, endowed by the William O. and Gertrude Lewis Froing Foundation in memory of Gertrude Lewis Froing. Thank you, trustees of the Froing Foundation. I know some of you are here tonight. The Chopin Prize goes to one of our semifinalists, Antonio Chen Guang. The Mozart Prize is awarded for the best performance of a Mozart composition endowed by Dr. and Mrs. Richard Kaufman. The Mozart Prize goes to one of our quarterfinalists, Zijian Wei. The Female Composer Prize goes to the contestant with the best performance of a work by a female composer presented by Hetty Rappaport and Jim Irwin. Thank you so much, Hetty and Jim. You guys are here tonight. This award goes to semifinalist Zhu Wang. In this same vein, I'm proud to share a sneak peek of an exciting prize that will be available beginning in the next iteration of the CIPC in 2027. Due to a generous legacy gift, Piano Cleveland is proud to be able to present the Cynthia Reese Prize, which will be given to the female competitor who makes it the furthest in the next iteration of the Cleveland International Piano Competition. Cynthia Reese was an amazing advocate. She was a true leader in her field. She was a journalist by training. She was an educator and was often one of the only women in the room. And so we are so honored to be able to continue her legacy, to be able to support a female pianist. This award is actually both cash and can be used for artist development purposes, so it has some flexibility, and we are so honored that Cynthia thought of us in her legacy giving. So we're excited to announce that tonight to be available at the next CIPC. For our next prize, I'd like to invite our dear friend and colleague, Dr. Norbert Gertsch, to the stage to present the Henley Verlag Urtext Prize for Best Performance in Chamber Music.
Thank you, Marissa. Thank you, Yaron. Good evening. I'll keep it short, or should I? I'm thrilled to be here all the way from Munich, Germany, just to present this prize to these incredibly talented musicians and also to celebrate the new partnership that we have together. It's amazing to be here and to have heard such wonderful music. All of this music, all of classical music making starts with this, with a score. And it's been our purpose and mission at Henle Publishers for over 75 years to provide these wonderful musicians with the best scores possible, as authentic as possible, as close to the intentions of the composer. So we provide urtext editions. This is our business, and I'm very happy that today we can put some far-reaching spotlight on this essential tool for all the musicians. The prize that we are gifting consists of several parts. First of all, we are gifting a large library of Henle scores to the winner, but it doesn't end there. We actually invite the winner to come to Munich for a day, to go into a workshop, to learn how good scores are prepared and how urtext actually comes about. So, without further ado, I'm going to announce the winner, and the winner is Zijian Wei. Yeah, Julia, would you come up? Congratulations, congratulations. And this is also for you. Thank you very much. They got photo? Yeah. Well done, bravo, bravo.
See, we're great at killing time over here. No, I'm just kidding. Thank you so much, Norbert. We really appreciate you being here. It means so much to us. So I'm also happy to share that Zijian Wei has also been awarded the Chamberfest Cleveland Prize, which comes with an invitation from their artistic directors to perform at Chamberfest Cleveland next summer. So the Chamberfest Cleveland Prize is a part of our new artist development program. And if you spent some time looking at our program, you probably saw there was a whole page with a whole bunch of text on it about the artist development program. But what it really means to us is rethinking how we think about prizes for this day and age for piano competitions. So obviously we're giving away a lot of special monetary prizes, which are incredibly important. You probably saw the amazing list of over 50 presenters that our winners will be able to be presented in across over 20 countries once they win one of our medals. But that is only a part of what we are doing for our medalists. We are really trying to think much more that are featured in your program books. We have developed residencies with 3 leading Northeast Ohio universities for our artists to come and work in Cleveland for a more extended period of time, impacting our great region through our artistry, through their artistry. The first one is at the Cleveland Institute of Music. One of our medalists will work with the leading faculty and students, gaining hands-on experience for what it would be like to be faculty at an elite conservatory. If you look at the list of our medalists, you will see many names on there who now are at the leading conservatories around the world. This is a very common path for some of the best pianists and some of the best musicians. But many of them don't have any experience teaching, don't have any experience giving master classes, or have any experience working with students at those high levels. And so this residency with the Cleveland Institute of Music will ensure that they have an experience to teach at that level, working with these high-level faculty members at CIM, which we are so lucky to have here in Cleveland. We're so glad that this prize is generously sponsored by Daniel and Linda Silverberg, and we are so excited to be able to announce which medalists will be attending in a few months. So that is our first residency. Thank you to CIM and to Dan and Linda Silverberg for that amazing contribution. Our second residency is at the University of Akron. And just like at CIM, where we wanted to really take advantage of their strengths, at the University of Akron, their strengths really lie in pedagogy across multiple levels. So the residency at the University of Akron is actually it's a cross-pedagogical residency. So they'll be working both with music education faculty as well as with college-level students. And that is actually supported by the University of Akron themselves. So thank you so much, University of Akron, for a partner in this. And then our third residency is with Kent State University, where 2 of our artists will get hands-on experience in arts entrepreneurship. We are so excited about this residency because it is something that so many of our artists have said is so needed for them. Many of them have these amazing ideas about building a concert series, about how they want to market themselves, but might not have the language or the business skills to be able to do that in the way they wished. This residency allows them to get hands-on experience with major faculty in the arts entrepreneurship program, and then actually come back to Kent State and work with students. This is generously supported by Vic and Cheryl Petrovic, who I know are here tonight. Thank you so much for the generous support of this residency. The other thing that's incredibly important to us is that all of these residencies ensure that our artists are coming back to Northeast Ohio and impacting our community. This is a really important part of our mission here at Piano Cleveland. We are both international. We are obviously on an international stage tonight, but we are also local, and so we want to make sure that our artists are coming back, impacting Cleveland in a really important way. Now, I have to figure out how to tap dance a little longer. I do luckily have the announcement for the audience prize, so hopefully everybody is done voting. But our audience prize this CIPC has been awarded to Zijian Wei. Maybe this is the time when I take questions from the audience. Ooh, there's a question. Thank you. That's a great question. So the question was, do the judges give any written feedback to the contestants? So one of the things that's really important to us is providing feedback to our contestants. So if a contestant does not advance to the next round, they are invited to speak with jury members the next day about their performance. And we always schedule those. Right now we're actually doing them as one-on-ones because we find that that is a little less scary than having to meet with the entire jury. But they do receive feedback, and that's really important to us. We don't usually do written feedback, I think, because especially at that stage, if you've just not passed to the next round, usually a one-on-one conversation is a little bit more personal, but we do provide feedback at every stage. Thank you, great question. Yes? Oh, how many people are performing in the orchestra? That's a great question. So I'm not gonna know the exact numbers. Sorry, where's my Cleveland Orchestra colleagues? But it depends on the piece. So yesterday, when Evren played, there was a much smaller orchestra on stage than when Maxime played, because depending on the composer, there are fewer musicians on stage. So for example, a Beethoven orchestra is actually much smaller. It's more like 40 to 50 people. I'm just pulling those numbers out of the air, please don't hold me to that. Whereas an Rachmaninoff orchestra is closer to 100, I would guess. So as you saw, they were kind of all filling out the entire stage. It's a great question. Yeah. Ooh, great question. How do we determine the playing order of the finalists? So we do everything by random drawing. This is to ensure the most equity possible. We know that there always is an understanding that, oh, if this person plays on this day, then they might not win, or if this person plays on this day, they might not win. We do not hand pick or hand choose. It is completely, we actually literally pulled names out of a box for the finalists. And this year, you probably saw in your program, each one of these amazing finalists prepared 2 concertos, and we didn't even tell them which one they were gonna play until Sunday. Yeah, I know it's kind of cruel. But there was a reason for that, because many times in their careers moving forward, they might be asked to step in last minute. And so it's actually very useful for them to have more concerti in their fingers. And then they gave us their preferences, and we were able to give them their first choice. Any other? Yes? No, so we thought about doing it at random, choosing the concerto, but we actually, we were benevolent, and we all gave them their first choice. Yeah. Yes. Yeah, so, oh, I just got a text. It was 74 people in the orchestra tonight for the young lady. Okay, great. Jury's on their way down, everybody. So the question about the pianos is really interesting. So we actually have another piano backstage. This is a Hamburg Steinway, and then we have a New York Steinway backstage. At every round, our contestants are able to choose between the 2 pianos. So at every round, they play both. They decide which one is going to fit for their needs better. It just so happened that all 4 of our pianists chose the Hamburg Steinway. Our piano technicians are here at all times. Like, I literally just saw her backstage. So there is never a concern that things are not exactly how they should be. They here? Oh, thank God. Okay. Well, I appreciate the audience participation. Thank you, everybody. So our last, before we announce our big winners, we have one more special prize to announce, which is the Junior Jury Prize. So if our junior jury would like to come out and present that prize. They're not here. Okay, well then we won't present the Junior Jury Prize. So I will invite our jury to come out to the stage. We even rehearsed this. Oh, junior jury's ready to go. I guess I could have taken one more question, huh? Big jury it is. Come on, guys. Oh my God, that is the funniest thing. What happened? All right. Melvin Chen.
Hello, my name is Melvin Chen. I'm professor of piano at the Yale School of Music, and I have the honor to be the chairman of this year's jury for the Cleveland International Piano Competition. The first thing I want to do is introduce my esteemed colleagues. We have here Matan Porat, a concert pianist and composer, Musa Rubiskite, concert pianist, Francesco Lecce Chong, the music director of the Santa Rosa Symphony, Lydia Connolly, director and head of artist management, formerly at Harrison Parrott, Hyung-Hee Ju, pianist and composer, and Kathleen Van Bergen, the CEO of Artists Naples. Before we get to the announcement of the prizes, I would like to thank a few people. The first people I'd like to thank are Yaron Kohlberg and Marissa, the executive director of Piano Cleveland, as well as the staff and the board of Piano Cleveland for their expert operation of this year's Cleveland competition. Thank you very much. I'd also like to commend them on all the advances and new aspects of this year's competition. In addition to really looking for the artist who could provide a sustainable professional career, it allowed the jury to see personal and musical aspects of their personality, which we wouldn't have seen at any other competition. So congratulations. I'd also like to congratulate and thank all the contestants we've heard in these past 2 weeks. It's really been an inspiring display of such diverse musical styles, musical intellect, interesting programming, and I think that all of us on the jury will leave confident that the future of music and the future of piano is very bright. And finally, I'd like to thank all the finalists that played with the Cleveland Orchestra yesterday and today. We've had the pleasure of hearing the finalists multiple times in the quarterfinal round, in solo recital in the semifinal round, in the chamber music round, in the salon round, and finally with the concerto round. And I think the biggest compliment the jury can give them is that even though we've heard them so many times, we would be very, very happy to hear them tomorrow, next week, or next year. These 4 finalists, in our view, are not artists of tomorrow, they're artists of today. They each have something unique and valuable to contribute, and the world of music is better for their presence. Okay, it's time to announce the prizes. The 4th prize is a cash award of $10,000 presented by Dr. Richard Kaufman in memory of Carol Kaufman, who was a member of the founding committee of the Cleveland International Piano Competition. The 4th prize is awarded to Giuseppe Guarrera. Congratulations. The third prize comes with a cash award of $15,000 US. The prize was endowed by Mr. and Mrs. Richard A. Manuel. And the third prize goes to Maxime Lando. Bravo, bravo, bravo. The Knowlton second prize is an award of $25,000 US. It's presented in honor of Karen Knowlton with major endowment support from Mr. and Mrs. Richard A. Manuel and Mrs. Marvin A. Ivanchik. The second prize is awarded to Everin Ozel. Beautiful play. The Mixon first prize includes a cash award of $75,000 US, as well as a Carnegie Hall debut recital, a recital at the Tonhalle Zurich, a recording by Steinway and Sons in New York, and artist management services provided by Piano Cleveland in partnership with Arabella Arts. This prize is presented by Mr. and Mrs. A. Malachi Mixon III, and we all know now that the first prize is awarded to Zijian Wei. Congratulations to all the finalists. I'm handing over the mic to Marissa.
And thank you so much to our amazing jury. Oh my goodness. Okay. So we have one final prize. Our junior jury is ready to give their prize. And then we will hear an encore from our first prize winner, Zijian Wei. You guys can go. Junior jury will come on. It's like, it's okay. Yay, junior jury. So the announcement will be made by Nathan Rissman, who is our chair of the junior jury.
The winner of the Junior Jury Prize is Zijian Wei.